Hello everyone. It is 6:43 p.m. in the evening. So, this was just a quick evening check-in because I had something important. I've been telling myself for weeks that I could or was going to try to write out another fiction short story. Series. Ebook or whatever. So, this video, I'm gonna try to make it less than 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna come back later tonight, and I don't know if it will be a regular video or a live stream. Excuse me. So, I'm oh, I ate way earlier, and it feels like my food is not digested. And I just drank a little bit of water. So since the last video, I told y'all that I already took a shower, and then well, I ordered what I could with the funds that I had left. So I ordered Wingstop had that was the cheapest that I could find with a decent meal that was buy one get one free, and you were able to get like a chicken sandwich and fries and a drink, buy one get one free, and also a brownie, buy one get one free. So excuse me, I my body feels like trash right now. You know how that people try to talk about you are what you eat, but that was all I had the money for. So I have I think $6.90 left in the bank after all the transactions clear. Like in my checking account right now. And then excuse me. And so it looks like I'm gonna have to be back on the streets tomorrow. And the stalkers, taunting and harassing me, and how am I supposed to ignore death threats? Or them, if I ignore fake Darnisha, fake Darnell, then he illegally swats me. If I do try to tune him out and ignore him, he would illegally swat me, and I end up being wrongfully arrested and thrown in jail and have to pay more fees and fight false criminal charges and go through hell with fake public offenders and everything like that. And I mean, and so my shoulder still hurts from the last wrongful arrest. My phone is cracked, and so nothing is being done about the stalkers. Everybody keeps telling me to ignore, and my cries for help are being ignored, and everyone is telling me to ignore the stalkers, while they just keep hurting me and hurting me and hurting me. you know. So I caught my twin sister on the more recent interview video for the thumbnail of the video. I caught my twin sister lying. She did a fake community post to lie and say that I was doing a narcissistic smirk, in which I smiled like that because I was nervous. It had nothing to do with the narcissistic smirk. So she tried to falsely paint me as the narcissist while she's continuing to narcissistically abuse and perp me and try to control me. And she's still trying to smear campaign and trying to make me look bad. So I'm forbidden and not allowed to smile, even if it's a nervous smile. Because I even told Mickey Michelle right before the interview, I said, I don't know why I'm so nervous. But the reason why I guess I was so nervous because I knew what my twin sister and the stalkers would do, or how they would react about. I know my twin sister was fake mad at me exposing the fake IDMR cult. If she's so loyal to the cult, did she go this past Sunday? Which I think it was yesterday was Sunday, huh? Today's Monday. I bet you she didn't go. So how is she defending the cult if... Wait, hold on. Is today Monday? Yeah, she didn't go yesterday. I promise you she didn't go yesterday. So how is she defending the cult if she has not been, like, going 3 times a week? Or doing all the auxiliaries and stuff? So that really bothered me, and that I'm forbidden and not allowed to smile. And she lied and said that my smile on the thumbnail of that interview was a narcissistic smirk. And she just looked for something to lie on me about because she was mad that I exposed the cult. So my announcement here is that I'm surprised it didn't take me as long as I thought it would take me. But I self-published another ebook today, and I already have the short stories on my blog. So I have the short stories on my blog, but also the actual ebook. I just basically copied and pasted, my short stories from a certain series, like from my blog, and put it into an ebook. In case, if anyone wanted to help me earn a living or whatever. And I self-published 3 ebooks in 2023. The stalking cult was mad and they were upset at that. And as I said, they were attacking me worse with directed energy weapons and were trying to kill me for months. They were angry. And so the stalkers try to talk about Candy's short stories are fake, and that they try to make like the short stories that I write is unproductive and lazy. But they don't have anything published. Just their gang stalker smear campaigns. If you can write a better ebook than I can, then you go ahead and do it instead of being jealous and talking bad about people and criticizing people because y'all just jealous and just hating for no reason at all. And as I said, I see the hypocrisy that my twin sister demanding cash apps and talk about memberships for her fake cooking YouTube channel or whatever and flaunting off food. And all of this is to revolve around doing stuff on purpose to upset me and hoping that she could try to do stuff on purpose with the attempts to try to make Candy jealous or make Candy mad. Now, every morsel of food that I eat, I get attacked, but my twin sister can flaunt off home-cooked meals. How come I don't deserve home-cooked meals? I don't deserve a home. She was not here around me to see what I went through in 2000. We weren't even in contact in 2018. For her to, she does not know what I went through with my neighbors and dealing with the gang stalking and all that. So she has her own fake false narrative to, spread a bunch of lies to impede me getting any support or help. Well, this video, I guess, is going to be longer than 10 minutes, but oh well, it won't be extra long. So she can flaunt off food and if she earns thousands per month alone from the military, She is housed. I'm about to be back on the streets tomorrow. How come she can put up her Cash App for people to donate, but when I do it, it's scam and fraud? Who's the narcissist here? Excuse me. So, the stalkers illegally know my email already. And so, but I made some small little, excuse me, they make my nose itch. I made some small changes and adjustments in the description box. You know, um so I put my physical mailing address, since the stalkers illegally found out anyway. I put my physical mailing address in the description box in case anyone wanted to send me any, like if certain people wanted to be old school and send like old fashioned letters of support or emotional or biblical or Christian or so-called positive encouragement or whatever, or if they wanted to send any like cards or letters um or even, if they wanted to send me a personal gift card, like if it might be an Amazon gift card or something like that, whatever. Or if you wanted to send me like a I don't know, well, let me see, like, Walmart, Target, or we don't have Kroger over here, but we got Rouse's over here, grocery store, you know, um, or if anyone wanted to send like, you know, the things that I need, or I still had the Amazon wish list, and certain of my items had disappeared on there for some reason. And I don't know if the stalkers pretended that they were buying my stuff, and then on purpose, just so I couldn't have my stuff, on purpose, so everything would disappear. You know, so. But the thing is, I don't even have a storage unit to store extra stuff. And then I can't carry around that much, because if I look too homeless, I get treated with extra abuse. You know, so um, but I put out the ebook, to show that I'm being productive with trying to earn a living, trying to make a living. And I gave people the free will choice if they wanted to just look on my blog or my Ko-fi for my short stories, or if they wanted to you know ask me through email for a copy of the free version of the email, or if you wanted to support me and purchase the ebook and help me earn a living that way. And you can help me earn a living by donating or tipping with the Ko-fi as well. The Ko-fi link is in the description box of just about all my videos and live streams. I don't even know if people actually look at the description box on my shorts videos. And sometimes YouTube does not give me the option to put description in the shorts videos. So it's usually the regular videos and live streams that I would put the description box information. So the stalkers put out this false narrative that I'm just a scammer and a beggar and a fraud and pretending to be homeless. If I'm pretending to be homeless or being homeless on purpose, then tell me where my residential address is. Tell me, where do I live at? Excuse me. And for people to try to discredit my target, the same people that's trying to discredit and gaslight my targeting and mocking and making fun and lying and saying that I'm the perpetrator harassing people when they're actually stalking and harassing me for years while claiming to be sick and tired of me. And then when I say that the stalkers hit me with directed energy weapons and caused me forced urination, they want to lie, or forced diarrhea or whatever. They lie and falsely make it like as if I, on my own free will choice, choose to be nasty and pissing shit on myself on purpose. When there are documentation of TIs, some of them might be too embarrassed, and understandably so, too embarrassed to to admit or talk about. I don't think every TI goes through this because, but there have been other TIs that have talked about forced urination or forced diarrhea, or I've seen TIs, being forced to vomit or have like forced nosebleeds. Like they might be hit with directed energy weapons and their nose is bleeding profusely. And like, if they have the swelling in their legs and ankles or whatever, and they have certain housed targeted individuals that, hit with these weapons and their legs are swelling or something. And, my own twin sister and other stalkers have laughed at and mocked me and tried to discredit me and falsely accused me of lying for attention when I'm in excruciating pain and being tortured with the vibrating or them squeezing my organs, and they see me being targeted. They see the truth and they see proof of the truth and still try to work hard to gaslight and discredit and lie, and they get paid. And my twin sister does not care about my demise. That's disturbing to me. And for her to laugh and mock me being trafficked, how could she be taken seriously about anything critical she's saying about me when she's mocking and laughing about me being trafficked? Like, my twin sister, her heart is completely hardened towards me. She has no feeling, no emotion, like no remorse for what she does to me. And addicted to hurting me and wants me harmed on purpose. Now, I don't even have the power to stop her from accomplishing whatever she wants to do on YouTube or anything else. But for y'all to gang stalk, and some of you perps, I've caught y'all trying to say that y'all receive a Social Security check too. So if you're gang stalking, do you report your gang stalking incentives to Social Security or the IRS? I bet you don't. Y'all are hypocritical, and then you lie and say I'm the hypocrite. So yeah. If I want, I'm going to have to pack up and go back on the streets tomorrow morning. But if I could have extra help with more nights at hotel, I could put out another ebook with all of my short stories. Tomorrow, I could do it tomorrow. Over 250. And with the Amazon KDP or whatever, I wish I would have been putting out ebooks and all of that, years ago. I didn't know that anyone could self-publish on Amazon for free. Excuse me, they make my nose itch. So yeah, the stalkers are falsely trying to make it like as if my writing is lazy and like a third grader, and that it's lazy work, and that it's not real work, and that it's unproductive. But they don't care about me still trying to strive through trying to work while being dazed or sleep deprived and trying to recover and being hit with weapons, excuse me, and then dealing with being gang stalked and still trying to thrive and accomplish things. And then they want to try to falsely paint me as this loser, this good for nothing, worthless piece of shit loser. And it's unfair for them to make fake bad reviews on all of my ebooks before people can even get a chance to read and see what I'm about for real. You know, so yeah, so it's 7:04 p.m. right now, and all I have to eat is I have, well, I guess for me to reduce my so-called sugar intake, I'm not gonna have the extra juice. I mean, the extra drink or the brownie today. I'm gonna wait until tomorrow to have it, and then tonight, I guess I will have the other bit of fries and the other bit of fries and sandwich. You know, um, excuse me. I hate eating like leftover cold burgers, whether it be hot or microwave or cold. I hate eating cold. I mean, I hate eating leftover burgers and sandwiches and stuff. You know, but I don't mind if it's like pizza or something. But I really don't like eating leftover sandwiches. But it's gonna be dinner. You know, my hips are hurting, and I think I might have um a little bit of cash left. You know, a little bit, not a whole lot. But yeah. So I wish I could have help with more hotel nights, but I would hate to have to suffer out on the streets, and it's even more torture for me to have to deal with being attacked by termites and slash or mosquitoes and stuff, you know. So excuse me. Damn, I'm taking way longer than I intended. I thought this was gonna be a quick 5 or 10 minute video. So thanks in advance. I'm not gonna ask anyone, can you please write me a good Google review or nothing like that. I never have asked anyone, can you please write me a good Google review. I mean, I'm sorry, not Google review. I meant to say the ebook review. You know, but you know, it, how can you be stalking and watching me for 5 or 6 years and then make it like as if everything I'm talking about, I'm lying? I would not waste so many years on someone who I thought was a liar. And then my twin sister, I caught her trying to lie to Mickey Michelle and say, well, Candy will try to call people a gang stalker and get mad at them and then talk about them for years on end. Well, you've been spreading the same lies on me for, oh no, she switches up with her lies, but talking bad about me for years on end. How can she talk about forgiveness when she's bullying, attacking, and slandering her own twin sister? And while she's still perping and harassing me and mocking me being trafficked, because my twin sister is one of the sex traffickers too, sexually perverted and filthy minded, you know. And she's in cahoots with Satan worshipers that want to traffic and murder me. And she's content and okay with it. The whole entire family don't give a damn. Why do I deserve to be punished with no family and to be alone and by myself? Your lies don't count about what I did. I mean, your lies don't count about the reason why I deserve this and that. I want to know what's the truth about why I deserve to be punished with no family. But how do you turn the family against me and make them hate me? What lies? And now you're talking about wanting that you extended your hand for me to come and live out there, you know, in Georgia by you. And then 3 days later, Wyatt turns up dead. And then y'all keeping it secret and making it like I don't have a right to know or it's none of my business. Wyatt is my brother too. I have a right to know how he died too. So, excuse me. I don't think I self-published any ebooks at all last year because of fighting all year about all year fighting about you know, the jail and court situation and being illegally swatted. And so now I have to deal with that this year and can't get to rest. So, and the stalkers think they know what I do all day when I'm off camera. And they falsely accuse me of lying about what I did all day. And it's none of their business, and they won't mind their business, back off, or leave me alone. And if my twin sister wants to falsely call me the narcissist, how come she won't go no contact with me and stay away from me? But she still continues to stalk my YouTube and point out what she thinks is my flaws or look for more lies to spread about me. Excuse me. She lied on me and said that I doxed her physical address in 2017. Where at if I wasn't on any social media really in 2017? Where could I have doxed her address for her to lie on me and said that I doxed her address in 2017? She knows that wasn't true. And like she lies to people and said that I slept with her husband, Dwayne. She lied and said that I molested Raven. And then she thinks it's funny. But she neglects and ignores her own kids when they were babies and leaving them to eat their own feces. She is trying to blood sacrifice me. She practices witchcraft and then lies and says that I practice it. Now, fake Darnisha, fake Darnell came to threaten me and harass me today. And talk about that him and my twin sister are doing a Haitian Creole voodoo ritual on me. We're not even Haitian. See, I had to pause it. See, I had to pause it right quick because right when I said that, they caused me a forced fart. They forced me to fart just now. Hit me with weapons and caused me to force fart. And then he tried to tell me that he knows where I'm at all times and that he knows what I'm doing at all times. Excuse me. So, and I'm afraid that he has followed through with every other threat. I'm afraid that he will follow through with the fake threat of throwing me in the river. And I had to delete that other community post because he was being extra fake, messy, and trying to create so much trouble and division. So I hope y'all understand. I'm sorry that I had to delete that damn post, but I kept the evidence for myself. So I'm gonna get off here for now, and I'll talk back later.